Hi, I'm Jim, and I am playing Torment Tides of Numenera. I did not think I was going to have time to play this game today, but it turns out I have a little bit of time, so we're going to take advantage of that. When we last saw our morally ambiguous people who might be heroes, they were in a place writhing with tentacles, which is delightful. And we were going to figure out a bunch of stuff there. Do you know I also have utterly... I think I just have forgotten completely how to stream because or how I stream anyway, because I have also left the... I have not turned the AC up, which is necessary for not bursting into flames. This will just take a second. One of the most distracting things that can happen to you while you are playing a game is to burst into flames. It's not fun. It is a thing that happens. Also, just as a reminder, as a bit of I have a content warning, like over here, so just to keep in mind that the game has biological and body horror, identity crisis, slavery, death, assault, and drug use in it. So, if you need to step away, please feel free to do so. We are in a place made of flesh. So understand that is the baseline that we're starting with here. We're getting closer to the end of the game. We have just opened up this we have found this maw, which we will need to deal with, and that is the thing that is going to happen relatively soon. I think through interacting with this tongue cluster, we got the maw to open, and now we have to kind of figure out what we want to do with it. But there are other places we also need to figure some things out in, not the least of which is there's a whirlpool here, and then there is an area over here that has stuff that we might loot, but at what cost? At great cost, probably, because there's going to be a fight involved. And I don't know that we may not be evenly matched on it, so it's a thing to consider. Let me find out what we were doing, because it has been a little while. Enter the bloom's heart. The secret maw is open. It should take me into the depths of the bloom. From there, I've got to find my way into the heart. Yep. Before we do that, though, I'm going to run around and poke other things, because we still haven't done that yet. We found this person who barely remembers who they are and doesn't want to go anywhere. I want to find out what these other things do in relation to everything else. Three fat arteries converge under a bridge of bloom flesh, spilling a foul, sludgy mess from the other side. It empties into the pool and spirals down into an open sphincter. Use the sealant spray to block the flow of liquid. Use the sealant bomb to block the opening. Step away from the opening. Interesting. Okay. Let me just see what our other options are.
Yes. Now.
From a bloated sphincter in the wall, a vile mix spews into the room, flowing down into the pool. It smells like a foul coupling of sewage and vomit. Delightful combination. We can plug the sphincter with the white synth egg, which would be a great way to get rid of it. Or we can step away from it. I'm going to step away for a second because I want to find out what happens over here. 3 tubes spill a foul bile into a rancid, swirling morass. Somewhere at the bottom of the pool there must be a drain. You can hear a faint thudding like that of an overgrown heart. Each time it beats, the surface of the pool ripples slightly. Smell the fluid, touch the fluid, drink the fluid, walk away. You lean in close to sniff the fluid and quickly pull your head back before you vomit, though perhaps the touch of vomit would improve the stench. The fluid reminds you of rotten flesh, bile, half-digested meat, and a mixture of rusting metal and lightning? I'm not going to do either of these other two things. I feel as though that's a bridge too far. Because I'm sure touching the fluid, even that is going to be a problem. What's this? What's this? A cluster of bloom tubes spout from the floor. One of them, thinner than the rest, has developed a leak, and its vile juices flow energetically into the pool. Okay, so this is basically about blocking the entrances of all of these things. I mean, I saved the game. I could probably just... I could do these things and see what happens. You know, tentatively dip a finger into the foul stew. The fluid is both gritty and slimy, and it burns when it touches bare flesh, so quickly snatch your finger away and wipe it on your clothes. Drinking the fluid is a terrible idea, but probably a great way to get back to the labyrinth if you really want to. Alright, we're going to try tying this tube into a knot. Have someone who is better at doing that do it. You have 40%. You can get up to 100 if you spend 3 of your precious speed. What about you? You're at a base of 20%. You can get up to 100 with 4 of them. What about you? You're at 0. You can get 100. No, you can't get 100. You can get 90 with 5 of your precious points. So we will use Matkina's to do this. Matkina is the most agile of us. Success. You deftly manipulate the tube, kinking it to avoid being sprayed while you work, and you manage, mostly. A few drops of the rancid stuff lands on your boots. With the fluid pressure momentarily relieved, you expertly tie the bloom tube into a knot. When you release it, the knot holds. No more fluid leaks from this cluster. The level of the pool drops noticeably. Step away from the tubes. Interesting! Okay. Now let's block up this entrance. We can get rid of this white synth egg. I'll be delighted to do that. I have 12 of these. I can get up to 100 if I spend half of them. You have 9 of these. 75, 95, and then that extra 100 if we want to spend that final. We're just gonna go here to 95. 95's good. The egg is almost exactly the right size to shove into the orifice. You force it into the opening, spraying bloom juice in all directions. It hisses and burns when it hits your bare skin, but you ignore the pain, shoving the egg deeper into the flow until the flow of liquid is stopped. The sphincter convulses once or twice, but your makeshift seal holds firm. Took 1 damage. We lost the synth egg. How sad. Oh, look. Let me get rid of this bot that appears to be troubling us. There we go. Alright. Level of the pool drops as one of its sources is cut off. And now it's down to that. Excellent, excellent. Now we just need to deal with that one. And I think we're going to have to sacrifice the sealant on this one. Yeah. We're going to use the spray. You spray the sealant across the opening, bonding it shut. The blocked arteries swell and bulge, but they show no immediate sign of rupture. You've lost that item. The last bit of liquid in the pool drains out. There's a hole at the bottom, an entry into a lower chamber. Now you just need to find a way down. Interesting.
Yes.
Now that you've entirely blocked the liquid that drained into the pool, you've revealed a human-sized hole at the bottom. A drumbeat like a colossal heart sounds from below, echoing through the gullet. The sides of the empty pool are slick and steep, descending into a gaping hole. You should be able to slide down the fleshy walls and into the chamber below. Let's not do that yet. So that means there are 2 ways down. What did the maw want? Predators that are feared above all others, such as a predator might be a person or some other entity. Yeah. No, that was the other. That was the. No, that was the previous one. What did this one want? It wanted something. Not that we'll necessarily have to use that, but we'll see. He brought the maw back. There's no heat in his voice. He blinks once as though he's been struck and his gaze hardens. I'm the life taker Decor. You're in my territory. That's how it used to go, right? Get the words right. Maybe the rest will come. Offer yourself to the maw, Decor. It's your only escape. What does that feed on again? Our despair. Oh, that's right. It wants despair. Okay. So yeah, we could feed it to the maw. If we want to open that maw. So we have that, we have that. There are so many options here. And that doesn't even begin to cover what could happen in this chamber, which I'm concerned about. Is there like... how many people here to fight? 5? 5 predatory echoes? Can I ask? I can't. Can I? Because if I want anyone to move... No, they're all going to move at once. As a unit. There's not going to be a way to do this without fighting them. So we'll try that. Let's see, what do we want to call this? There are too many options right now. Okay. You come upon a familiar scene. More semi-transparent figures are locked in combat with one another. Faces twisted in mindless rage. They seem to sense your presence and turn to regard you. This one is not like us, whispers a Bloom cultist. He is not eaten by the great devourer. No, agrees a woman who is dressed in the rags of a slave. He is here for our pleasure in these final hours of our lives. She raises her weapon. Her comrades do the same, baring their teeth and hissing like animals. This had better be worth it, whatever's in here. Are you throwing things at me? That's not civilized. I can attack that one if I want to just do it. What do I have? Fewer. I mean, these folks all have... well, let's just do that and we'll see what happens. Basic attack. Sure. Material disruption, okay. I can't really, there are plenty of these folks that I can jump to. Oh yeah, let's do that. I am already at 100%, which is, you know, all one really needs. This is going to go so well. Okay, let's see. Which horrible ability do I want to use on these folks? We could do Maelstrom. Onslaught is always popular. Put armor on some people. Quantum Step, we've learned that one. Let's try Maelstrom and see what happens. See, I don't want to include my allies in that. See if we can make that happen. Okay, that took care of a couple of them. Go ahead and at least put you down there so that you can flank them. Oh, that's gotta be good. Okay, let's see. What other things do we have? We have Warp Dash. That could be good. Isn't there a combo we have in here? Oh, there was a possibility for one that we didn't take. Yes. We'll do Warp Dash. $95 is fine. Well, that didn't do anything. That's not helpful at all. Let's just attack them. Okay. Let's see, there was one Predatory Echo left here we're working on over in this on this side, so let's deal with that. 95 is good. And with our remaining ability, we use Feint on the Predatory Echo.
Keep your head down. We'll be out of this soon enough.
Eridus, please wail on the Predatory Echo. Yeah, I don't think we need any of these things right now. So we could use the Sucker Punch. Let me see here. Attack that deals weapon damage +3 if the target has a negative fettle. Confer days for sure. Predatory Echo? Yes. And you've got 100 on that. Okay, let's see. What else? What other delightful things do we have here? We're not going to do another Maelstrom. We're a little too closely clustered for that to work. Onslaught is promising. And actually we'll do for this one. It deals 5 and they have 5. Flash is the thing that works on enemies, so that's a good place to go next, actually. Hopefully it only works on enemies. I guess we'll find out. That's pretty good. I think we've only got one standing now. And it's not doing too well, so that's good. Let's go ahead and flank them. Can we just please stab this person? There we go. Okay, that was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. Keep forgetting the manimal. Yes. No, these are not words. The monumental amount of damage that that the Castoff's attacks in particular can do at this point. Alright, I guess let's pick the, we have a lot of pockets to pick.
Yes. Now.
Alright, more spray flesh. More shins.
Yes.
There's a battle axe. Move away from there so that we can get back at them there. Okay, there we go. Battle axe, encephalic rush, shins. Another battle axe. So many battle axes. And another battle axe and more shins. Okay, excellent. Now we can search this body. The dead woman bears numerous stab wounds, probably inflicted by the predatory echoes that seem to infest the gullet. Judging by the scrawled maps and notes that are stuffed amongst her things, she may have been an explorer or a bloom guide. It looks as though her belts and pouches are mostly intact. Search the corpse. Ooh. You kneel down next to the corpse and let your trained eyes rove across her body. Here, a pouch seems to bulge, and your hand dips in and returns with a handful of shins. There, a pocket lies flat, and you ignore it. You realize that the guide's belt is no such thing. It's a length of synth rope about 15 meters long, and as you touch it, it uncoils from her waist, almost as if it were responding to your need. It coils itself toward you, and you place it among your possessions. Interesting. Obedient rope. It is an artifact made from some type of synth material. I can't read. Made from some type of synth material, this rope is 15 meters in length and looks sturdy and strong. As you hold it, it squirms gently in your hands, trying to wrap itself around your wrists. It appears to possess a rudimentary form of intelligence, perhaps even sentience. It can tie and untie itself on command. Nice. Let's search the corpse again, just in case there's anything else there. Nothing else of value. Okay, leave the body alone! I'm going to save the game here. Let me see. What are we looking at time-wise? Yeah, we're good. We're good for now. You're looting the gullet. think we already looked at some of these before, but we need to loot
Yes.
whatever is up there. Okay, black stone rings. It's an oddity. This curious object is a pair of linked rings made of a black stone-like substance. Together they are solid, the size of a clenched fist, but they can be disjoined and connected again, each time reforming into perfect circles. Okay. That'll be worth money if we ever see a place we can trade with again. Hyperluterated force and shins. That was it. Okay. I don't know if that was worth this fight, but, you know, there's what we've got. We got that rope, which I think was maybe that was the point of it. Blue and gold tides. I'm guessing we'll be using it for something in the near future. Like, for example, we could use it to crawl down here. I'm guessing.
Action! Here I come!
I'm going to save over the last save that I did because I want to... I don't know whether to crawl down there or to go into the maw. Or to try to do stuff with the maw, basically. Because this could bring us closer to the heart, but the maw could also. I don't know. We went to a lot of trouble to get that maw to appear. I do not know which thing we should be doing. It could be that these are two parallel paths that take us to the same place. I do not know. Oh, great. You don't need to kill me. You don't need me to kill you anymore. I found a maw that'll destroy you. Alright. Let's check out this one first and see if it's see if they want to go. Offer yourself to the maw, Decor. It's your only escape. He idly passes his knife between his fading hands and resolutely ignores your face. His lip is trembling. No, he says at last. One of the others might give in, but not me. Okay. Well, never mind. We'll go with the other one. Fine, don't sacrifice yourself. See if I care.
Sideways!
Have I got a deal for you? I mean, we could always use a transdimensional scalpel. Oh great, I have to say it. I can't have Tiber say it for me. 90 is not bad. Yeah, there we go. Completely, he echoes. Yes, I would like that. A moment of pain, then simple oblivion. His smile is a thin, weak thing. I'll do that, but I don't want to be alone when it happens. Meet me at the mall, please. Okay, we will do that. Hey. Hello.
I'm ready.
We are finding things. Oh, he's ready. He's at the mall. Sioan is fainter than he was before. His eyeless expression is hard to read. There is resignation in it, a measure of peace and confusion. Not at the maw before him, but at some mental puzzle. Thank you for coming, he says without looking your way. I didn't think I could wait much longer. He takes a small, resolute step forward. The tongues slip eagerly into his spectral body, pulsing, drinking. He flinches, looking past you, through you, and a smile wide and joyous splits his face. I can see them. Hear them. He hesitates, worry pinching his brow. Are you still there? Are you with me? No. Yes, I'm here. Good, he says, looking carefully in your direction. This doesn't feel bad. I'm breaking apart. I feel it, but I'm remembering things I thought I'd lost. Things the despair was hiding. His smile returns. I died the moment I came here, but I was loved. I remember that. They must have grieved, even while I was standing here, eyeless and despairing. They were singing the songs for me in the village, hand in hand, singing the songs. I'm glad you feel better. What are the songs you're speaking of? Maybe I can sing them for you now. Tell me the name of your people. I'll find a way to tell them how you died. Remain silent. Yeah, we'll do this. Dang it, gold tide. I think we were going to get gold tide no matter what we were going to do. He doesn't respond to your offer. In fact, he doesn't speak again. He takes a deep, steady breath and gives himself fully to the maw, disintegrating along the lengths of the probing tongues. Fed by Xuan's despair, the maw opens, and there it is. Where does that maw go? Will it tell us? To the Chamber of Bones. Wait, isn't that the Chamber of Never mind. We now have an open maw. So, like... so now that we got them all open, let's get some shut-eye. You glance over at Makina. She rolls her eyes. You'll sleep worse places in your life, sibling, she says. Bloom flesh is more comfortable than most of them. Oh, great. Now, assuming we don't die... Excellent, we're healed. That's good. I have to decide whether to leap into this maw or to go to the nethermost cavity from here. I don't know which way to go. Because we have some options.
On it.
Now. Is this still a one-way trip? Let me check on that. Yeah, see the obedient rope to... Yeah, we could use the rope, and that would no longer be a one-way trip. Decision difficult. This heads to the nethermost cavity. I want to check something. I'm going to check something here. Because I just don't want to end up a place I can't, where I can't reverse it and see what the other one is. Because I never want to do that. What's that called? Whirlpool, that's right. It's a question of the maw or the whirlpool. Okay. The next big location of the bloom is the nethermost cavity. Okay. And when you get there, it will not be possible to get back to the Gullet. Alright. So, that means we want to go through the maw first. Hopefully that's what we're looking for. Okay.
Yes.
I only cheat occasionally. And that only to find out narrative crap. Spend XP to advance your characters. XP is gained mostly from solving quests, but can also be gained by making things that I can no longer read because the text isn't on the screen anymore. But there's a way to get back, so that's good. Hey, corpuscular maws. Those look delightful. We are in a chamber of bones. Let's see. Well, let's see. We can grab something
All right.
here. Refined fleetfoot moss and more shins. We're rich. Everything's fine. Absolutely, everything is fine. Okay. I'm actually just checking to see if I want to distribute any of this healing stuff among more of us, because I feel as though the rest of us don't have a lot. And it might be a good idea. So, yeah, let me see here. We have the thing that can do might. I'm actually going to give to Eratus. We just did half and half, I guess. Refined fleetfoot moss I'm going to give to Matkina. Regular fleetfoot moss I will also give to Matkina to go with the one that she has. Diffractory lens. Amplified encephalic rush, and then spray flesh, and then concentrated spray flesh. We have regular encephalic rush. So I'm going to give the regular encephalic rush to Tiber. I'm also going to give him the rest of the refined fleetfoot moss because he uses both speed and intellect, or most of the rest of it. I'm going to give him some of the amplified encephalic rush. I've got 9 of them. Yeah, okay. And the spray flesh. Now I've got regular spray flesh and I have concentrated spray flesh. And in distributing, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna give 3 to each of these folks. And then I have a bunch of regular spray flesh, which I guess I'll do the same thing with, because I had the same amount. Okay. Ah, inventory management. Do you remember inventory management? I certainly don't. Okay. There, that's done. Let's save the game again. Because, you know, we're about to fight more things. Noticing a lot more fighting happening as we get closer to the end of the game. This is probably not a coincidence. I can't remember what those things are called. I've been away from it for more than a minute. Like other maw things. Corpuscular maws, there we go. Towering before you stands a massive rib bone. A massive rib bone. With most of the flesh eaten away. Okay.
Yes. Now. Naturally.
Let's see, we have like 5 corpuscular maws hanging out here. Just kind of chatting. Guess we can wander in there and say hi.
Sure enough.
Oh boy. I'd like it if they were more
Why not?
concentrated. Hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, crisis initiated. I never saw that coming. Okay, Tiber, please come around and help me with this one. You have faint. You have hide. You have sucker punch. You have issue challenge, which we don't want you to do. I have less of a chance of sucker punching than I do of just wailing on the thing. Let's come around and wail on the thing. I haven't picked out my flex skill for the day. I'm not sure what my flex skills should be. Quick fingers, mystical lore, smashing, deception, intimidation, persuasion, perception, initiative. We'll go with persuasion. I mean, it's the thing that we keep him around for.
Never felt better than I do right now.
But that was not our plan. Dagnabbit. Well, I lost all ability to do anything that turn because I did that. For I am a moron! Hey fellas. You get me a little closer to the inside because I can't do anything. Okay. So about this, let me, whoa. That was not what I planned at all. That was energized. That was the wrong one. Quantum Step was what I wanted. Here is my ally. I would like to place him there. And I will attack this maw with something. I don't think I can do this, though. I think I've already consumed my action, haven't I? No, it just consumes movement. Excellent, I can still do an action. So let's see, we have Onslaught, we have Flash. I think Flash is going to be more useful because we're all clustered up with these folks. Let's 85's not bad.
What do you think of this?
I don't know if they liked it. Oh dear. That's not good. Okay, well I can just attack this one and that might do something. I mean, it's 100% for goodness sake. Or I could warp dash. Up here.
Something you might not expect. It's not working. Try something else.
Why does the actual hit never do anything? All right. No, you just okay. Well, that was fun. $31 versus 31. Which one do I want to hit? Faint. I'll do faint on that one.
Keep your head down. We'll be out of this soon enough.
And then we're going to attack it. 85%. 85%'s not terrible. There we go. More damage. Oh! It's mostly it's teleporting us around, looks like. Okay, let's fight.
My attack isn't strong at all. At all.
The heck? Alright, we'll we could end the turn there. Unless we want to draw someone to us. Yeah, let's keep this one focused on us. Tiber, you're facing the wrong way! Okay, let's see. Energize, choose a damage type. Maelstrom, which we don't want to do because that's going to get everybody. Entropic field. Enemies in small cone. So that would whittle them down a little bit. It's either that or flash, which is a enemies in an immediate area that we put in medium range. Onslaught, of course, we still have. Deal 5 damage to the type and confer a minor additional effect based on the choice. So that's only a single target, right? One enemy, okay. Or we could protect everybody, which might be a good idea. Crap, that's a good idea for Tiber in particular.
You've already lost.
And I think that... Did we get one? No. Maybe?
Of course.
Let's come back through here. Actually, you know, being away from these isn't a terrible idea. That could work. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, just attacking this thing is probably not a great idea. I'm gonna faint on it, however.
It's all in the flick of the wrist.
And you know what? That's fine. That's a fine position for him to be in. Is it? Is it? I'm going to put him here. There's the thing I want to do. We'll see if we can do the thing or not.
My attack is not at all.
Gonna see how far down we are right now. There's inches and hours here.
Look out below.
Put you there for reasons.
Sideways.
Could maybe use some help over here.
Yeah, we're about to. We're about to. Hopefully. Okay. Let me try this. I'm gonna try to maelstrom these two without taking out Tiber. Did we lose Tiber? Hopefully not. We've still got a mob that we gotta deal with, so I'm going to interpose myself, if I can, in front of Tiber. Or I could move Tiber. Like way over here. One step. Choose Tiber. Choose a position, we'll put him there. He has enough time to perhaps heal himself. Nah. Yes, focus on me.
Let me get out from between here. Fine. I will gut you.
Huh, okay. Yeah, they keep moving us. Yes, that's kind of why I moved you out of the way. So that you can use the spray flesh.
Lovely.
You just keep hanging out there for right now.
My attack is not at all.
Okay. So just so that there is... just to even things out a little bit here. Let's do another of these. Or not. Wait, we can't. Never mind. Consumes action. Okay. I know we've still got one over here. But, we have an opportunity.
I'm going.
Okay. So have to be careful how we place these.
You've already lost.
Of course, it's going to go straight for Tiber. Of course it is. Get it! Okay. Well, that was fun.
Sure enough.
Done.
Okay, let's see how we're all doing. Is it under the inventory screen? Yes. Okay, still reveres us. Okay, that's good. Even though we accidentally hit him a little bit ago. Possibly. Alright. Everybody doing okay? Alright, no, they're fine. Do I need to know anything else about the bloom? Again. Okay, that's we're good.
Ask
Kina.
questions.
Surprisingly optimistic, right? Anything else about the Mamavra we need? I think we're good. Okay, I think everyone's okay right now.
What's on your mind?
Sure you don't feel any difference since I spoke with him? I think I'm still me. That me hasn't changed. Okay. Yes. How does one know if one is truly oneself? How does one? How does one?
Let's go.
Okay. Whatever this creature was, its stomach was enormous. The organ pulsates, distended with gas, and something else rumbles in its depths as if trapped. Foul acidic juices ooze from torn holes in the viscera. It hisses and steams when it drips into the bloom flesh. Onto bloom flesh. Yeah, let's take, before we even further, let's go ahead and, I don't think I saved it here. Let's do that now. I don't think I saved it after that fight, so we're going to save it here, and then we'll deal with the rest of everything. Things, terrible things. Okay. We are searching. It's terribly exciting. Alright. Place your ear against the stomach to listen. Something inside the creature's guts is thrashing about. This is not the sound of decay, it's the sound of desperation. Reach in through the innards and try to release whatever is trapped inside. Yeah, sure. We can do that. Or rather, Matkina can do that for us. I mean, we could have you try. But I think Matkina would have an easier time of it. Yep. Ah! What was that? Reach into the holes of the viscera. Ah! There's another maw in there. Shoving your arms through the rotting intestines, gritting your teeth against the burning pain of the acids and bile. Then finally you feel dim movement, and you thrust your arms even deeper into the stomach, immersing yourself to the shoulder. A questing tendril touches your hand. Instinctively, you try to withdraw, but the tendril wraps tight around your wrist. Its touch is unmistakable. The thing that was trapped in the stomach is a maw. More tendrils grab onto your hand, pulling their way toward freedom. Bloom tongues rip through decaying intestines, spraying stomach juices in every direction. Then the great mouth appears, bursting through the dead flesh. Its tendrils sink into the viscera, anchoring itself in place. Gain 3 XP. You realize that the maw must have been feeding on something in the creature's stomach because it's already sated. Its orifice opens wide and a portal appears. Okay. That's not concerning at all. To the Forgotten Niche. I'm down to go to the Forgotten Niche. Skills have the following levels. Notice. Novice, trained, and specialized. And then there's more stuff. Okay. Pretty lights. Pretty lights. All that's in here is like a couple of places to pick up stuff. 3 places to pick up stuff, so we'll do that. And now looting time once again is upon us.
Yes.
Shins and liquid armor. Interesting. It's light armor, okay. I actually am curious about that. I want to know what the story is about the light armor. The liquid armor, okay. 4 armor, it's light armor. 4 armor, 6 resistance. What am I wearing right now? 3 armor, 4 resistance, plus 1 intellect pool. This would probably be better. I have so much intellect right now. This armor is stored inside 3 strong glass containers attached to an ordinary belt. When activated, the cylinders open and the liquid flows across the user's chest, arms, and legs, forming a lightweight and surprisingly durable armor. Due to its fluid nature, this liquid armor is far less restrictive than other forms of protection. It can only be worn over very light garments, or the armor won't take shape properly. Machinery lore tells us, some less than reputable scholars have claimed that the liquid is in fact sentient and refuses to come in contact with any other protective garment, which it views as inferior to itself. I love that. Even though no one has ever been able to provide any evidence for this theory, it is surprisingly resilient. This shows that even the most brilliant researchers can fall prey to fantasy and superstition. Wait, did you just hear something giggle? Nice. I don't think anyone else can wear this. I mean, also because it says only usable by the Last Castoff, so that rather tells me something. Sure. Hey, new look. I don't think anyone else can wear this. Let's double check. Cannot be unequipped. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's yeah. Only the armor that we find is only for us, because they only account for the animation for the Last Castoff. All right, that's cool. I like that. We now are wearing liquid armor. Now our cape doesn't match anymore. Now we need a different cape. Do we have a different cape? The cloak's pretty nice. 2 armor, 3 resistance, plus 20% movement speed. Did we have another cloak we were wearing before? Do we have it still, or have we gotten rid? I think we got rid of the last cloak we had. Well, never mind that. Okay. Skeleton! This little niche hardly seems worthy of its own maw. It's an ancient place of cracked, hardened flesh. The pocket contains a single human skeleton, its legs partially consumed by the bloom's wall. The bones have a metallic sheen, and a faint dusting of silver scales surrounds them. They look similar to fish or lizard scales. Okay. Natural lore tells us you recognize the bone structure as that of a human female, though this woman was unusually tall, robust, and probably very strong. The bones suffered numerous fractures, but they were repaired by a silvery substance that fused them back together, stronger than before. It looks as though the silvery substance emerged from inside the skeleton, and it gradually replaced much of the original bone. Ah, adamantium! Very, very good. Good choice. Let's search the corpse. You lift the skeleton a bit. It's far heavier than you anticipated, and it feels like you're lifting metal rather than bone. Okay. Underneath is a hammer of intricate design. The head glows dimly, and a golden chain dangles from its handle. Can we search again? Find nothing of value besides the glowing hammer. Shall we take the hammer? As you lift the hammer, you feel a presence touch your mind, a clarion call of fame and power. The hammer's head seems to glow a little more brightly, and it crackles with electricity. Galvanic hammer. It's a heavy melee weapon, so we can't use it, but I know someone who could, and who loves having voices in his head. Or actually doesn't. Plus 2 damage per effort applied, max plus 8. 13 physical, 13 energy. On all critical hits, confers hobbled to all enemies in immediate range. Active 3 rounds. Okay, okay. This massive silver warhammer crackles with electricity. It is a deadly weapon in its own right, but its electrical charge will cause additional pain to anyone struck by it. The hammer has a rudimentary intelligence that reacts favorably to particularly skillful attacks, discharging electrical energy in a small radius and harming all enemies who happen to be nearby. Based on the story you heard from the observant Spect, this hammer may have belonged to Chila the Great. You found it in the depths of the bloom near the skeletal remains of a large human, surrounded by silver scales, which fits the Spect's description of Chila. Ah! So that's where we are. Okay, good to know. We're going to leave the corpse alone now. Hey, Eratus. Yes, let's burden Eratus's psyche further with another semi-intelligence. Where is hammer? Where is hammer? Hammer here. And it is galvanic here. Let's compare, shall we? Your axe is a quick ice axe. 8 physical, 7 chemical, plus 1 damage per effort applied, which we never seem to need to or are able to. 13 physical, 13 energy. I feel as though math is telling me this confers bleeding. This does confer bleeding for 6 rounds. 6 physical... 2 rounds, 6 physical damage return. This, on the other hand, confers hobbled, minus 50% movement speed, active 3. I think we're going to swap out for this hammer. Just what Eratus needed for his hero complex. The weapon of an actual hero. That's great. Okay, Eratus. There you go. Enjoy your hammer.
I'm ready.
Let's finish looting this chamber. Alright. Shins. Star Sight. And a sweeping glove. We have 2 gloves now, 1 for each hand. Push all enemies back in range back a medium distance with a chance to deal damage if they're pushed into an obstacle. Nice. Star Sight. Okay. Let's see. Sweeping gloves. Enemies in small area around the caster, so if they're around you. I'm going to see. Push. I'm going to attempt galvanics. Push all enemies in range back a medium distance. The chance to deal damage if they're pushed into an obstacle consumes action. So that's the get away from me thing, which will immediately be useless because it'll then be their turn and they'll immediately come back to you. Great. This glove of it might hurt them if you're in a confined space. That's the only real advantage I can see to using this. Well, that and the 20 energy damage. The 20 energy damage is no slouch. I will admit that. This glove of ornate heavy steel is covered with runes. I'm really just here for the story of these items. This glove of ornate heavy steel is covered with runes that conjure a strange sense of alienation. With a sweeping motion, you can drain the energy from the glove to fling multiple nearby targets backwards. The joints are very flexible, but vulnerable to strikes from weapons. It's a cipher. Oh crap, it's a cipher. Gotta rearrange some things, possibly. In me pockets. Mystical lore tells us centuries ago, a minor noble named Cetria lived a hermit's life Obsessed with purity and health, Cetria banned nearly all visitors to his home and allowed only couriers to take and leave letters. As his eccentricities and fears grew with age, Cetria grew more concerned with undesirables being in his presence. He commissioned a local smith and an Aeon priest to craft this glove out of some of his Numenera, so that he could repulse any who came too close. Cetria died alone in his home, the glove unused. No one had found him interesting enough to visit. Ah, sadness. 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 But very effective against door-to-door salesmen. Starsight. This is an oddity. These heavy, uncomfortable-looking glasses allow a craftsman to focus on detailed work of some sort. The frames are made of an unknown material that appears to move and shimmer as if organic. The lenses are an opaque black. The sky looks different when they are put on, as if the clouds themselves are out of place, or perhaps out of time. Nice. Very nice. Mystical lore tells us no one is sure of the Starsight's origins. Rumor has it that the faces of the wearer's enemies, known and unknown, can be identified in the shapes of the strange clouds. Nice. Okay. We're gonna pick that up. We're gonna try picking this up and see if we're over limit. I think we're good. Oh, I see. Yes, there we are. We need to increase our capacity so we can carry even more ciphers. We're at our cipher limit. Anyone here not at their cipher limit? So Makina's close. And cipher limit for Tiber is 2. Cipher limit for you is 2, so it's either me or Makina having to carry it. Alright. I shall hold on to it for now. And that's everything in the chamber. Chamber. Actually, you know what? I am going to give something to Makina, though, because I have too many ciphers! Give her the candy. Thousand years of rest. Actually, I think I'm going to use the 1,000 years of rest after our next sleep. That might work. We need to use some of these damn ciphers. This is getting ridiculous. And I don't think we have anything that permanently ups anything. We just have this that'll give us a little bit of a leg up for a little while. Okay. That'll be fine. We're gonna sleep again in a moment anyway. Okay. Thank you, Ma. Alright. Head back here. Okay. Now we are back here. We're going to sleep again. Glance over at Tiber, he goes, "Don't worry too much on my account. You know I'm up for anything." That is true. We have confirmed that with his previous dialogue. Okay, we're healed, which is nice. Anything else we wanted to learn from Decor before we leave? Try. Now we're good.
Action! Here I come!
Okay. We're about to head down, because that's the last thing left to do here. And then we're going to get into a big area, and I think that's actually as far as we're going to go. But I want to save here before we go down, because of course I do. Actually, do I want to go ahead and activate that that thing? Yeah, I'll go ahead and save first. We're now leaving the Gullet. We've been through 2 maws, and neither of them get us any closer to where we want to go. No, we have to go down where the whirlpool was. Okay. Since we don't know when we're going to sleep next, I'm going to go ahead and use this. 1,000 years of rest.
There we go.
Intellect. Alright.
Yes.
A drumbeat like a colossal heart sounds from below, echoing through the Gullet. The sides of the empty pool are slick and steep, descending into a gaping hole. You should be able to slide down the fleshy walls and into the chamber below. We will tie the obedient rope to a bloom tube and use it to descend. You command the rope to fasten itself to one of the hanging bloom tubes at the edge of the empty pool. We have lost that item. You grasp the rope and you can feel its texture adjusting itself to your hands, soft but firm, with fibers that grip your flesh. Your descent is quick, safe, and painless, though you have to let go of the rope to drop the last meter. A meter's not too bad. Bonded items are a special type of equipment that inflict penalties alongside powerful bonuses. Training in the concentration skill allows you to shrug off those penalties. But we have lost the rope anyway. Should we have just held on to that rope? Maybe it prevented us from getting damaged. That doesn't look good. Abicos, wait a minute, we've seen them before. In the bar, they were hiding as someone else. Didn't we just, like, drum them out of there? I think we did. They ended up here. This is beautiful. I mean, granted, what it represents is horrifying, but still. Oh my god. So many things to poke and prod in here. And then a big one over here, which I guess might be... That could be a heart.
Can't say I've missed this place.
Alright. This is a lot. This is so much. So much. And then there's a fight that's probably going to happen if we get over here. So, how much further do I want to go today? That is indeed the question. There's so much in here. Bloom heart, yeah, this is the way to the heart. I think I'm going to go ahead and save here. I think this is going to be it for today. One can only take so much at a time. There's so much. So very much. This is one of those games... You notice I don't play this game for as long as I play, like, say, Cities Skylines. And there's a reason for that. There's a certain burden. Whoa. Okay, something happened. Let's try that again. waiting for like the title of the room to pop up, but it did not. I know if they just thought that I was backspacing over it immediately or something, but, which could have happened. It is strange. Going to go to new saved game. No, there's nothing there. Okay. Near the heart. Okay, there we are. Alright, let me look at one thing here. I'll probably look at again when we get nearby. Nope, just finding our way into the heart. Things got added to the codex, too. There's so much! It's too much. But this at least will tell us about those things over there. The corpuscular maws, the things we've been fighting and are currently in there fighting the Abacos. Sometimes the Bloom's maws break free of its body and fragment into smaller autonomous creatures. Yay! These ravenous horrors are known as corpuscular maws. They consist of a small central core containing a tiny portal to another time or place. That's why they can teleport you. Surrounded by knots of bloom flesh that form into arms and tendrils. The arms serve as a means of locomotion as well as attack. And the Abacos that they're fighting, that I think we uncovered in the bar, one of these. These transdimensional entities look like shadowy reflections of an angular, toothy humanoid, and the common folk believe them to be ghosts. They can phase in and out of reality at will, and they seek sources of transdimensional energy to feed upon. That explains why it's fighting the... That explains why it's here, and why it's fighting the maws. Beyond that, their motives are uncertain. You can say that again. Alright. No, we're good. We're good. We're gonna go back to the main menu now. I think we're okay with this. Yeah. I think this is going to be just fine. That should be sufficient. Okay, let me actually go ahead and get me outside of here so that I can do this. There we go. Hey, sound. There we go. Okay. Hello. There we go. That is funny how that happens. Because I had fixed it and then it went to this screen and it was no longer fixed. So anyway. Audio. Yay. Technology. There's a lot. I'm just saying, just reiterating here that this game is a lot to take all at once, especially the ending sequence of this game, or that we're in right now. This last leg of this journey that we're on. It's so much packed into every hour of this game that I play. And so, you know, important to take breaks. That's all I'm saying. But I thank you very much for watching. I have been enjoying this. So, I was going to be doing a guest spot this evening, but that is not actually happening this evening. They've decided to put that off. And so that's probably going to be happening next week. So what else is happening on this channel on Saturday night? We have Invisible Sun that happens. There's a game that I am running, a tabletop game I am running, that is very surreal. and they're starting to try to figure things out in the location that they've arrived at, and so that's very cool. We're going to delve more into the plot. I should probably prepare for that. That might be a good idea. One needs to remember to read through things. That's all I'm saying. And then let's see what else. On Tuesday night here, we are continuing our playtest of Genesis Undone, which is a GM-less game that I wrote about the dawn of a civilization and its story told as though it were a sort of a stage tragedy. And we're playing that one as robots on Mars. It is a delight. And then on Wednesday nights, when we're all available, we have our game of Scum and Villainy that is called Untitled Space Game. We're pursuing something that was stolen from under our noses, so we're gonna get back on that. Let's see. Also, Wednesdays during the day, typically, is when I play City Skylines. And then also, at random times throughout the week. And then, of course, that brings us back around to Friday, when there will hopefully be more of this. So, we'll be doing that hopefully earlier in the day, next Friday, so that there will, I am hoping, be more time. But looking forward to getting back to it, and figuring out what's in this massive chamber that we're in. So that seems pretty cool. Lots of points there to go and investigate. So that I expect may take some time. So we shall see how that goes. But folks, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it. And that's all for me. I'm going to go fall over now. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.